Hi, Gunilla.
Hey.
So we're here at Pride,
Yes.
Malmö Pride.
Yes, we are.
And-
And it's a huge parade this year.
Massive.
Yes.
And it's the first one that I'm actually walking in, attending.
Yeah?
But it's not just that we're walking in Pride. You've had a very hectic week.
Yes, we have.
And I mean, you've had some incredibly interesting events. I think the first one that springs to my mind was the discussion you had about the painting with the two Adams and two Eves.
Yes.
How
And
did that
also
go?
the trans person.
And the trans person.
Yes. And I think it went fine because, you know, we have had this artwork. We put it up in one of our churches in 2019, and then it was removed in 2020. So then I've decided that we need to have like a process for a year where we actually meet and have discussions, and panels with different perspectives during the whole year, like reconciliation and liberation. And we also want to find a space in one of the churches where we actually will hopefully be able to do that.
So at this moment in time, it's still in hiding.
It is in hiding. We only projected it now
Oh.
because of security reasons, actually. Yeah.
Well, I think I think it's exciting that art can be used to stimulate theological discussion in that way.
Exactly. And now we started like in a very broad-based discussion with two very good theologians. One is Ann-Kristin Ruth, who is a priest and a trans person herself, and then Peter Forsberg, who is a queer theologian. And then myself was a part of the discussion as well. And I mean, we started by discussing the identification and art in the church room. What does it mean if your representation is there or not, or is excluded?
Because certainly
You can actually see it afterwards.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, so it's filmed. It's
okay.
filmed and filmed.
That would be very interesting. Because I mean, I know that in the work of HIV, there have been significant art pieces that have been very challenging.
Yes.
Jesus with colposis-sarcoma,
Yeah.
you know, and things like that, which have really pushed people into having discussions about what is inclusion.
Yes.
So
And I
this
think
is
this piece of art is also a way of discussing what is inclusion.
yeah.
And also it, you know, with the trans person who is dressed as a snake, but she also holds the snake in her hand.
Oh,
So therefore it's been like discussed, no, we can't have this piece of art because the trans is representing this snake and the evilness. But if you look carefully, she actually holds the snake very hard in her hand. So it is like to remove the shade somehow. And the discussion now was also a lot about who has the privilege to interpret what is right and wrong and on whose behalf. So that's also important.
who's the artist?
Elisabeth Olsson Wallin.
And she wasn't available for the discussion.
Not for this first discussion, but we want her also to.
It would be
to
so
be
exciting
part.
to hear from her.
Yeah, of course. And she's also the artist behind.
And Gunilla, then the next event that pops into my mind was the discussion you had with a polyamorous
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
And that also looked to be very interesting and
Yeah.
engaging.
And I really found it to be interesting to talk to the family. And it was also a priest colleague, Kent Vistin,
Yes.
who participated. But so we also wrote an article beforehand to describe why we do this. And it's started a debate within Church of Sweden about marriage and vows and all these kind of things. And I think that it is important that we actually bring forward in the public space issues that people share with us in the secluded space of counseling, for example. So that when we see that this is something that is that people carry in their hearts and in their lives, then it is important to relate that also to a discussion in the public space, and to bring in people who feel safe and secure in discussing things like this family do.
And I found it very interesting that one of the main themes of that discussion was the whole concept of love.
Yes.
And
love and faithfulness.
Love and faithfulness.
Yeah. And what they described as this family, I mean, it differs, but it is that they have these 3 family adult relationships, and they are faithful within that.
Yeah.
But I mean, so they've given each other promises about that, and they've gone through a ritual of blessing. Yeah. And they described that they asked if they could borrow the church where they live, but they were not allowed to, and no one from the church wanted to participate when they had this in their garden. At the same time, they have baptized all the 9 children in the church. And one of them comes from...
Deal with it.
So we have to deal with it.
We have to deal with it.
They are also our members. So just to understand how to do it. But also, I think, because this discussion was... It became painful within Church of Sweden, and the right-wing movement has been really threatening about this. So we had to have police and guards now. And I think the freedom of speech is extremely important, that we need to bring forward issues that are not comfortable for us, and not comfortable for us as a church either. And not for me either, but I need to facilitate.
Yes, of course. Because they are part of the church, and therefore we need to find ways of responding to who they are.
Yes.
Also this week, of course, and now we're moving away from Malmö a bit and going to Geneva, because within the Human Rights Council, they reconfirmed the appointment of the special envoy on SOGI, sexual orientation and gender identity.
Oh, thank you for telling me. That's so good.
It was uncomfortably close.
Have you been working on advocacy on this?
No, but I've been involved.
Yeah?
I've been involved. And there were 23 who voted for, 17 against, and 7 abstentions. So you see exactly how close it was.
Yeah.
And of course, what we see from that is just how much work still needs to be done.
Yeah.
Because if it was unanimous saying, oh, we must do this, then you might wonder whether we need to.
Yeah.
But because there wasn't a single African country who voted in favor.
Oh, yeah.
But there were 2 African countries who abstained. And that's already movement.
It is.
One of them was Namibia.
Was it?
It was.
Oh, that's good. And the second one, you remember?
Oh,
It's going fine.
yeah.
And you know, JP is interviewing me, so you can say
I'm
hello.
in the midst of an interview. Yes. So, Gunilla, what are the other themes from this week of Pride that you would want to raise?
I think we have the vision for Church of Sweden Malmö, one humanity, and I think that is the main message as well. We are only one humankind and one humanity, and God has created us as human beings, and therefore also in the image of God. So I mean, we belong to each other. We are one community in that sense.
We are one community.
Regardless of sexual orientation or gender identity. And I find that to be extremely important.
Yeah.
And also that we do this, all of us together, even though it's been problems in Oslo, for example, when they had the Pride, people are fearless here and they say, this is important to do.
So then, I wish you a happy Pride.
I wish you a happy Pride.